Van der Drift in terms. Turner's got Enzo Idia to worry about, and Ide squeezes through. They make contact, and Van der Drift gets turned around. Enzo Idia, now will he avoid clattering into his teammate? He does. Trying to keep the advantage as he spins around. Panzano loses the tail of the McLaren. Around he goes. Overtook the adhesion of the rear wing, and around goes the McLaren. Changing all the while, and the rear of the car just snapping away from him. Right in the face of Alexander Taukanitsa Jr., who takes very effective evasive action. Very lucky not to be skittled there by the rotating Suzuki. In car, the Brazilian. Luca Filippi not too far back either in the Vallorba course Ferrari, just holding a watching brief for the time being. As around goes Miguel Toril. Toril loses it. The rear of the car breaks traction. Ritter's been laid down over the course of the weekend. There's generally more grip there as Vladislav Maliv, another driver to lose control as he was trying to get back onto terms. Michael Lyons and also going round as well and very nearly skittling the... Because we have still got over 10 minutes left on this race clock in very difficult conditions. Nicolo Schiro, another driver. A replay of a spinner further down the field, and that is Stefano Gattuso. He could rapidly run out of time here. He's trying to put the lap on Ruslan Siplakov. And around the outside at turn 13, it was Nico Rafael Suzuki who loses traction, and that's a big impact for the Bitech McLaren into the Armco barrier. And more sideways moments for Michele Rugolo. There, of course, Ferrari again breaking traction. And we've seen so many spins in this race in these very difficult conditions. His pursuit of Luca Filippi is further back. More dramas for one of the Corvettes, that's Danny Vetman, who goes around. Also a spin for Johnny Larson, yesterday's runner-up in the Kessel Racing Ferrari, who had some assistance there from Miguel Toril. Oh, just a little bit too much enthusiasm with the right foot. But let's have another look at it. You can see the bright green Porsche of Siegfried, and something goes wrong there, and he absolutely spears into Francesco Castellacci. Let's have a look at it from another angle, and that is a very, very nasty incident indeed. The front of that Porsche in all sorts of bother, lots and lots of damage. Another look at it, and that could have been so much worse. They were fighting for fourth. Chitov gets tapped by Tutmulu, rotates around, and who is it who has come into contact with him? Unfortunately, it's Carlos Vieira in the Nova driver Audi, who had absolutely nowhere to go, unsighted, taps into the side of the Corvette. And to make ground is Johnny Lawson, who dives to the inside of Nicolo Schiro, and all the while Alexander Taukanitsa drops back as a spin there for Michele Rugolo. Let's have another look at Michele Rugolo, who fortunately there received a little bit of assistance. Get to see some of the AstroTurf being kicked up, and a spin unfortunately for Jackie Camp in the Corvette. Evasive action for Michele Rugolo. Here's another look at the first corner, and contact between Taukanitsa and Marco Siegfried. That way we go, and the field all fine out. We've got problems in the midfield, and spinning around is Joel Camathius, and Camathius in the on-racing Ferrari amazingly missed by the rest of the pack. See, it all got very, very wide, something like 6 or 7 cars wide, and Camathius trying to take evasive action, eventually pushed into the pirouette. On the move of Matteo Bretta, here we see Bert Longin spin. He may have just been distracted, but let's have another look at it. Well, firstly, Tverikos makes the mistake. He almost takes a trip to the beach, and then spinning of his own accord. Certainly maybe a little bit over-optimistic there, although when you looked at it from the other angle, and the rear of the car just breaking away, and that possibly suggests a problem there for Chateau. Let's see how that all started. So Gutierrez to the inside of Camathius. Disagreement over the same piece of tarmac, a little bit of damage. Vignetta Camathius adventures to be found Vastislav Maliv and Cesar Campanico, and it's Maliv who goes around the Russian driver. Russian bears Ferraris, and that I think is going to take away any chance that he had. Have a replay of dramas. Ooh, and that is very close. Vladislav Maliv slewing across the road. Should have his position of 15 seconds as Alexander Taukanitsa Senior fires the car off at Beckett's into the tyre wall. British GT races. Around us gets very, very tight and contact, and around goes Mario Cordoni. The Umbra Racing Ferraris go side by side, and it's Joel Camathius who's got the run. On finally Constantine, they make contact into Abbey, and they both fire themselves off the road, and it's Constantini into the gravel track. Might not be the work of a moment to recover. There we see it. Slightly unusual. It seems as if he's probably spun across the track on the exit of the com and has just reverse parked into the barrier. Let's have another look at the start, and yes, it was contact. Roman Mavlanov tagging Max. Dramas at the hairpin, and it's Lorenzo Bontempelli seconds that they must serve as drama, and it's Johnny Larson in the Kessel Ferrari, and he did that really before they hit the braking zone. The chicane and contact behind, oh dear, Carlos Vieira and Michael Mavlanov, he does, oh, and he makes contact with Matteo Cressoni and turns Cressoni sideways. Further back, oh dear, more dramas, contact between Peter Cox, front runners at the moment. Further back down the field, a drama, and around we go for Danny Vertman in the wet track, which suggests it might be drying out. As Stephen Earle makes contact with Alexander Stalkanitsa Jr. It's about trying to find... Oh, and he makes contact with Claudio Stanvic into the Parabolica. He's trying to find a way around him, just misjudged the braking point, and it was very impressive. That's slightly less so for Roman Mavlanov, and that's not what Dietrich Chizov wanted on his in-lap, elbowed aside by the Russian Bears Ferrari just a couple of corners. Wheel to wheel with Felipe Albuquerque, and contact as Cox gets turned sideways by the R8, and Cox on towards turn one, and contact behind, it's Peter Cox who goes off, who's involved, also Jan Magnussen. We've got Miguel Angel de Castro involved too, Vyacheslav Milev as well, and we've got cars spinning off in all directions. It was a spin for the number 8 car of Wolf Nathan, and contact from the number 70 car